Welcome to the Wanderer 360 channel. Today we're reviewing a French combat ration, French MRE, ration to combat individually rechuffable, which I'm guessing is reheatable. I have to open this on what I thought was on camera, but unfortunately I forgot to press record. But anyway, let's see what we have inside it. So it is quite heavy, about 3,600 calories in it, and it's 1.75 kilograms, it says just there. Here's what we have in French, here's what we have in English. So let's have a look what we get. First of all, some chocolate muesli breakfast. This is instant hot chocolate. I'm guessing some teas, sugar, salt and pepper. We'll have a look at that in a second. We have some soup, pomme de terre, so potato soup, probably cream of potato soup. Biscuits. We look like there's 2 cereals, 2 salted and 2 chocolate biscuits. No, 3 bags of each, sorry. Quite a lot of biscuits, that weighs quite a bit. A pack of tissues. Various bars. We have 65% chocolate bar. This bar is not a bar, it's actually isotonic sports drink. Fruit nougat. Strawberry jam. Chocolate coffee I think. Combat Fuel energy bar. Fruit bar of some type. Pear fruit bar. And cheese, which is always good. Doesn't sound particularly cheesy, but we'll see when we open that. And this is fish. Let me just go back into the box. Tuna salad, I think this is, possibly. And this is the main courses. Chevettes de poulet, I can't even pronounce this. Asian chicken and shrimp tuna salad, that one is. And then we have, this would be, not sure what this is, but it is a possibly, it must be the tuna salad. So that's the tuna salad, and that's the Asian chicken and shrimp. So we'll look forward to eating both of those. So let's go and have a look in a little bit more detail on some of these parts. Oh, before we do that, a heating kit as well. So just going to have a quick pause and we'll be back to have a look at a few bits in more detail. So we're back. Let's have a look what's in this small bag. Probably don't need the knife. Definitely don't need the knife. We have chocolate, hot chocolate drink. Salt and pepper. Interesting that Iberico is obviously Spanish and this is a French kit. Sugar and sugar. Black tea by the looks of things. Yes, noir tea. Tea revert. Menthol tea potentially. I'm gonna go for menthol tea. And then 2 lots of coffee. That's in the kind of pack for snacks. And we also have a small stove in each of these. So we'll have a look. At what is in this this box here. So we have the stove, which we'll fold up and use to cook one of the dinners on later on. We have 6 solid fuel tablets. We have a little hook for moving the cans on and off. 6 water purifying tablets, a trash bag, and some particularly French matches. The Arc de Triomphe there and the Tour d'Eiffel Eiffel Tower there. So that was the boring bit of this. Now comes the fun bit, to eat it. So there's going to be, I'm going to try and eat 1 meal over the next couple of days because I'm on a diet and I can't afford to eat 3,600 calories in one shot. So the next bit will be, I think we'll go for the breakfast first. We'll see how that is. Stay tuned. So we're going to try some breakfast from here. We're going to try the muesli, some biscuits with some jam, the coffee, the tea, and a nougat. So let's start by having a look at the biscuits. Nice tab to open them. And they're not quite easy to open. So we get 3 different types, I believe. So we're not going to eat them all. So we have some normal biscuits, 3 packs, chocolate chips, 2 packs, and normal packs again. So 2 are salted and 2 are cereal. So I'm not really sure which is which. So we're not going to eat any of the chocolate chips. And 3 biscuits. So the 3 of salt, which I think are those 3, are the salted biscuits, and these are the cereal ones. So we're going to try these with the jam first of all. So let's have a look at the muesli breakfast, which can be eaten hot or cold. So I'm going to try this hot actually, but we're going to open it. Rips open reasonably well. I'm going to stir it in everywhere, aren't I? And inside we have chocolate bits, muesli-like bits, and looks pretty good. So I'm going to pop some hot water in that, and let it wait for a couple of minutes. And we have the black tea and the coffee. So I'm going to go and put hot water in these 2. We'll taste them, and we'll be back in a second. So we're back. Tea is brewing, coffee is done, and I've got some hot water in here. I'm using one of the titanium chopsticks to kind of mush it all around a bit. Rather too hot to eat, so I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes and not try and tip it over. So let's go and try some of these biscuits. I'll leave the teas out of the way with the jam. This is in dates, so they are quite crispy. Slightly odd taste, almost a little bit sweet. Let's try the jam on them, shall we? This is where I think the jam just literally gets squished on. We'll see. Squidge it about what it is like. So, a reasonable amount of jam on it. The jam is good. I'm not entirely convinced about these biscuits, but if you're hungry enough, you will eat them. But they are amazing. Not the best. Jam's good, biscuits not so much. So let's try the coffee. That's good. Not a huge instant coffee fan, but that seems to work. Tea, it's never going to be as good as Yorkshire tea, but it looks like it's stewed a nice colour. Slightly smoky tea. But anyway, let's get on to the main course, which is the muesli. I've kind of mushed it around a bit with a chopstick. I did review these titanium cook sets, they're quite good. So, titanium fork from Campamore. That's not a fork, it's a spoon, you idiot. So I go, very chocolatey. It seemed to absorb most of the water well. That's a very high cocoa chocolate. And it's really quite well hot, actually. Yep, that is going to get polished off very quickly. I think I'm going to leave that for a little bit just to sort of soak up a little bit more water. Very tasty, very good. So, little snack. Nougat of fruit. Let's see what it's like. I won't be able to get into it now, will I? We're in. Good bits of fruits stuck in there. Let's give it a taste. That is rather good. That's very good. In fact, that's the best bit I've had so far. So the breakfast. The breakfast biscuits, not that great. Jam, okay. Coffee, okay, but I'm not a fan of instant coffee. Teas, bit smoky, but pretty good. Nougat is very good. Chocolate muesli, again, is very good. So far, so good. So we're going to try some lunch, probably tomorrow now. See what that's like. We're back in a bit. So we're going to try some lunch. We have potato soup. I'm going to make that. Menthol tea. I know I'm not going to like that, but we'll give it a try anyway. We have some chocolate cookie biscuits, another fruit energy bar, and some salted biscuits for the soup, and the tomato salad, which can be either hot or cold. So let's have a look at the, did I say tomato salad? Tuna salad, sorry. So let's have a look at the tuna salad first of all. So 300 grams, good sized tin. Trash. So it smells good. Definitely got some good chunks of tuna in there. Potatoes, sweet corn, carrots. So let's give it a try cold. That's really good. So it's got a little bit of almost like a little bit of sweetness, but a little bit all sweet and sour to it. Everything seems to be cooked well. There's some huge chunks of tuna in here. That is definitely very good. That is going to get demolished cold, I think. I'm not going to bother heating that. Don't think you need to. But the French do know a lot about food, and that is rather good. So I'm going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to make the chocolate, not the hot chocolate, the soup and the menthol tea, and we'll see how that goes. I carry on eating that because that's good. So, one moment, please. So, we're back. The menthol tea is brewing, and the potato soup is being potatoed. Quite creamy, we've got some herby bits floating in it. Let's try one of these biscuits. When we tried these for breakfast, they weren't particularly good, so we'll see if these ones are any better. If not, they'll get dunked in some soup. They're still not better. They are not good. The biscuits is a surprise. This is the only thing I've found that's not good so far. Let's see if we can improve it by dunking it in some soup. I think the soup will thicken over the next couple of minutes. Definitely improved in the soup. So I'm going to try the menthol tea. I'm not going to like it. I do know that because I don't like menthol tea. Okay. Now that surprised me. I just said I didn't like that, and actually I do. It's not tea, but it's not bad. It's kind of almost like it's more spicy than menthol. Milk would ruin it, but I'm actually going to drink that. That surprised me, I have to say. So this probably means a lovely potato soup is going to be horrible. Let's see. Cream of potato soup with some herby bits in. Probably made it a little bit runny, but it's starting to thicken up, as you can see. That's good as well. So the biscuits, the only let down so far. Improved by putting them in the soup. Tuna salad, fantastic. That is going to get absolutely destroyed as soon as I stop filming. So let's put those to the side. And we have some chocolate biscuits. Chocolate chunky biscuits. This cannot be. It's got to be better than the other biscuits. So good amount of chocolate. Good crack. Still slightly odd, but improved with the chocolate. I would definitely eat those. I wouldn't necessarily eat the other biscuits. So, last thing before I stuff my face with that wonderful salad. Bedouin Bar Energy. Fruit, red fruits, so red and blackberries by the looks of things. Kind of a bar of barriness. Some good berries coming through there. Quite sweet, but it's an energy bar. It should be sweet. So, lunch. Tuna salad, really good. I'm going to stuff my face with that. Menthol tea, surprisingly good. That shocked me. The fruit bar, a little bit sweet for my taste. Nowhere near as good as a nougat bar, but not bad. Chocolate biscuits, not bad. Standard biscuits, still bad, I'm afraid. So I'm going to stuff my face, and the next one will be we're going to have the dinner, which is going to try and have 3 courses. So join me for that in a couple of days. Thank you. Welcome back. We're going to try some dinner this time. We have the main course, which is Asian chicken and prawns. We have a pudding, which looks suspiciously like prunes. We have some pate, fish pate, some hot chocolate to try, and some more of the horrible biscuits. So let's see what we have first. I'm going to look at the prunes first. Quite like tin. Yep, they are most definitely prunes. No ifs, no buts. So, what are they like? They're quite sweet, tacky, not tacky, a bit sticky, but they're good. Yep, they will go well later on. Let's try the mackerel patty, tuna patty, we'll see. Definitely mackerel, I'd say. So we're going to risk trying these biscuits again. These have never been good the first 3 times we tried them, but you never know, they might get better. Good chunk on a bit of the crackers. I can safely report the crackers have not got better at all. The pate is very nice, quite delicate. Fish paste, fish pate. And now for the main course. Again, 300 grams, big sturdy tin. Can be eaten hot or cold. So we have good prawns, good bits of chicken. I'm going to try prawn cold, I think. They're good size of those ones, aren't they? Not as good as the tuna salad, and I think it needs to be warmed up. So we are going to do that, and we are going to use the little stove that comes with it. We have the heater things, and we have the stove. So I have never used this stove before. You fold those bits up, those bits down, those bits in. So you end up with a little square. It's quite easy to bend. And these are the little firelighters. Come in a metal little foil thing. Just drop in there. And you need to give them, scrape it up. It's more like to catch apparently. So let's go and light it. So I could use the matches that came with the set, but I'm going to cheat and just use this. And we'll see how that goes. And in the meantime, off camera, I'm going to go and make the hot chocolate. So when that's burning away, I have made the hot chocolate. It's very dark hot chocolate. Very tasty, that's good. So in a little stove kit, you get water purification tablets, some more of these little burners, there's 6 of them all together, the matches that I couldn't find earlier on, and a little handle for this for when it gets hot later on. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to use it. I've dropped it in the prunes now, that's not good. That could get interesting later on when we try to eat that. How are you supposed to use this, do you reckon? Anyway, it's heating up nicely, so we'll come back when that's had a good chance to burn out. In the meantime, I'm going to eat the rest of the pate, I think, because that was quite nice. So rather helpfully, or rather worryingly, there are some instructions to how to use this. Apparently you need to do some bending of it, so it ends up like a handle. So 1 to bend, and then 2 bends, and that should now act as a handle. which it does. As we can see, the flames are going well, and that's burning quite well. So that's been boiling for a while, so let's start tasting it. I'm going to get a couple of bits of chicken. It needs to be sort of stirred a little bit to make sure it gets heated up evenly, but it's nice and hot. It's not as good as the tuna salad. That was particularly good. But the hex stove, the little hex stove, is working well. Food is good. Got some mushrooms. We've got some peppers in there. I think that was just about run out. So I will time that to see how long it lasted. There's another 5 in this pack. So that was very well worth having. It's a nice dinner. The prunes, having thought about it, are actually because a lot of the problems with these MREs is actually a bit of constipation. So they're obviously to sort that out. So we've still got a few snacks to go. We'll try those tomorrow. So thank you for carrying on watching. So we're on to the last few bits of this MRE. We have isotonic drink. I'm going to say lemon. Yes, citron lemon. A high cocoa chocolate bar. Coffee combat fuel and a squishy fruit thing. So let's first of all have a look at the drink. I've got a water bottle here. Just rip it open, he says. Yep, easily ripped open. Easily ripped open. Give that a shake and a taste. Very subtly lemon, not massively lemon, but very subtly. So let's try the Mocha Coffee Combat Fuel next. Quite a soft fruit bar. It's nice. I wouldn't describe it as massively coffee-ish, but it's nice. So the fruit pate pear. Wow, it's like almost like a glacier cherry. Very fruity, very sugary, lots of good calories in that. And finally, 65% dark cocoa chocolate bar, I believe. He says failing completely to get into it. Like really failing to get into it. We're in. That is very chocolatey, very unlike a English or American chocolate. That's we normally have milk chocolate, but that's nice. So, in summary, French MREs, everything apart from the biscuits are really good. The tuna salad was spectacular. Muesli was pretty good. The Asian chicken and shrimp was pretty good. They have a good stove in them, water purification tablets. So if you can see them for a reasonable price, I would certainly look to get one. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment if you think I can do better.